So I'm finally back reacting to Shadowhunters. It's been about a month, I think, since my op. So I'm pretty much recovered, and it does mean I can get back into watching the show. I did end up just watching it as it aired and went along because I didn't want anything to be spoiled for me, and I knew it would be if I just waited and then filmed reactions to all of them afterwards. So I haven't reacted to the last 3 episodes leading up to this one, which kind of sucks because there's a lot of good stuff, and you know, for book readers, some really iconic scenes brought out into the show at last. But I did write a few notes on each episode just to catch everyone up with my thoughts. I really liked episode 12, mainly because of all the Isabel and Simon scenes. They are my absolute favourite couple in the books, and I cannot wait to see their relationship play out on the show. I'm so excited for that. This definitely felt like them laying the groundwork for that, so that was awesome. They have really good chemistry. I'm very, very excited about that. I also liked seeing the bond between Jason and his grandmother. That was all really cool. And I wasn't entirely sure where they were going to go with the whole Magnus and Valentine body swap plot, but I actually really liked it, and I think Harry Shum Jr. and Alan Van Sprang, I think is his name, the guy who plays Valentine, they were both fantastic in that episode. That was so, so good. And all that stuff with Magnus and his flashbacks to seeing his mum dead or something, oh, that broke my heart. But it was so, so good. So for episode 13, I really liked the plot behind this mysterious murderer, cutting off the marks of Shadowhunters. I thought that was a really cool idea. I also liked seeing Max again. They're showing him an awful lot lately, aren't they? Are they building up towards something? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. They've changed so much from the books, I'm not sure if they're going to go down that particular route with Max's story. The whole thing with Dr. Magnus I found a bit weird, but it was alright, I suppose, in the end. And I really liked seeing Simon sing again. I really like that song, I downloaded it. So yeah, the whole plot with them putting tracking chips and downloaders was very interesting. And then it seemed the major payoff from that was the ending with Jason Meyer, which I think a lot of people weren't particularly happy with. I mean, I think as far as changing things from the books have gone, they've done worse than this. It didn't actually bother me as much as I thought it would. If someone had told me before I'd seen the episode, you know, Jason Meyer, we're gonna hook up, I'd be like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? Actually seeing it, it's just a casual thing. It doesn't bother me quite as much as I thought it might. And then episode 14, oh my god, that was a really good episode. All the iconic imagery. At last, we got the Sealy Court scene, and we met the Sealy Queen. Was not expecting her to be a kid, but I think they mentioned that she can change her form. So I feel well, we know from some synopsis for a future episode that she comes back. I think she'll be in a different form because different people go to see her. But I thought the actress played the part really well, and I loved the manipulation. I think they really got the character down quite well in that episode. And of course, we finally got the big scene where Clary has to kiss the person she most desires, and she has to kiss Jace to set everyone free. Broke Simon's heart. I felt bad for Simon, obviously, because he's my favourite, but it needed to happen. It was great. I also liked seeing Alec in charge of the Institute and trying to make peace with downworlders and holding these meetings. Seeing Maris again was also really, really cool. I love that. I still don't really see the point in Luke's new partner. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do with her. She's just kind of getting on my nerves a bit, really. And this whole thing with Izzy and Raphael, their relationship, I just don't like it. It's toxic. Why are they still doing this storyline? Just wrap it up. I know he kind of said, nothing's going to happen with us, blah blah blah, because Sebastian kind of talked Raphael down a bit. But it still doesn't feel like that's the end of it, which kind of sucks. I just want him to end that pairing, because I really don't like it. Speaking of Sebastian, I'm loving Will Tudor in this role. I think he's fantastic. He's nailed the charm, and also the darker side to him, which we saw at the end of episode 14. He's got someone locked up, which we kind of guessed anyway. And I'm excited to find out who that is. And I hope we see a lot more of Sebastian, because he's definitely one of my favourite aspects of the second half of the season so far. So it's time to get back into episode 15 now. A Problem of Memory it's called. I think it's quite focused on Magnus. I think apparently we learn a lot about him, which is great. I want to learn more about his past. So I imagine we're going to get some great scenes of Magnus. And also I saw a preview where we meet Aline Penhallow, who was in the books. I remember her. She ultimately gets married to Helen Blackthorne. And I'm excited to meet another character from the book. That's always going to be interesting. Mainly excited to see her because when I read the books, I had no idea how to pronounce her name. I was like, is it Aline? Is it Aline? Is it Aileen? I don't really know, so hopefully I can get some answers in this episode. Anyway, I'm blabbing. Let's get into the episode. Oh, Simon.
Pleasant. The hard stuff.
Oh, that stuff looks fucking gross.
You're lucky night. Just enough for tea. Just a little taste.
Oh dear.
Just a little.
Fuck! Ouch! Ooh. This guy's not alright.
Slow down.
Lizzie, I can't just erase my feelings.
Do Clary and Simon a favor. Don't go there, Chase.
No, go there, please.
I'll get a report in by the end of the day.
Great. Izzy will be leading the transfer mission. JC will assist.
So does Sebastian's hand, like,
We need to
heal
remove
really
Valentine's
quickly,
circle.
or...?
The new boards of interest won't let him pass with it on. I know it's none of my business, but after what you guys just went through, maybe you should give Simon some time.
No.
Izzy, you're so
No, I
wise.
can't let him think that what happened in the Sealy court is how I really feel.
Except it is.
Clary, Sealy magic might trick you, but it's always true.
Simon, it's me.
So literally straight away went against Izzy's advice. Well done, Clary.
You can at least talk to me.
Simon had a wild night by the looks of it.
Look me in the eye and tell me you don't have any feelings for him.
Simon, wait, please look at me.
There's something between you and Chase, and you can't deny it.
I don't know. Maybe deep down there is, but Simon is nothing like you and me. It's
Wrong.
nothing like it.
Wrong.
But it's enough.
Listen, just want you to know, whatever's going on between you two, I'm always here for you. You're the closest thing to a son that I got. Whether you like it or not.
Luke is like parent goals.
Don't push your luck.
Oh,
By the angel.
Aileen,
In the flesh.
Aileen, noted.
it's been years.
Aww.
What are you doing here?
I would have given you both the heads up, but I didn't want to spook my dear cousin. Trust me, I never thought you were perfect. But something is different about you.
Well, you can tell them all
He's
he's a hero.
evil.
He saved my life and helped us defeat a greater demon.
She's wise, this Aileen. She knows something's up.
tell me everything there is to know about your cousin Aileen. Why? She's in New York. Tell me how she dies.
Knew it.
I completely black out. Do you think he's at the death? No, it doesn't open until midnight. This is happening to me. I'm a good guy. I'm an organ donor. I was an organ donor. Do we still give organs?
Son, get hold of yourself.
What I do turn myself in. It led me to what I believe is my destiny. Being here.
Oh, he's so good.
About it. I just
So freaking charming.
she's heartbroken.
Oh, real Sebastian. You're so gonna die.
Can we just keep this quiet?
You know, like Alec did for you.
Exactly.
If it's true, if Simon
Can't do
did
that,
lose control
turn
and
Simon
make
in
some
after
horrible mistake, we can't
what
just
he
give
did.
up on him.
Look, whatever mess he's gotten himself into, I promise, I'm not giving up on Simon.
Good. You go, Luke.
No, that can't be right.
The ME says the wounds below her ankle were the most recent.
Ah.
Excuse me?
Ever since I was a kid, feet have totally grossed me out, even women's feet.
You know what grosses me out? Murder.
There's no way I could have done this. I didn't kill her.
That's quite funny, to be
An
fair.
anti-foot fetish? That's your defense?
Why would you leave the door open? Oh dear. You're gonna have to go and kill them now, aren't you? Shit! I'm really glad they've given Simon his own storyline in this episode, aside from just moping about Clary. Ooh! Saw that coming. It's gotta hurt. Fuck. Stake through the heart, and you're to blame.
All magic I had.
Ooh, killed him.
I burned on Alexander. Right where he stood. I never wanted you to see this terrible, ugly side of me. Of my past. Hey.
There's nothing ugly about you.
Aww.
As long as you promise you
Oh, you're gonna get killed before you reach her.
Play the symphony.
I definitely can't promise that.
Yeah.
The shadow what? Who the hell is he?
We'll forget the name Simon Lewis. He no
Oh.
longer exists here. Daniel Quinn murdered Heidi Mackenzie. He's disappeared. And we will never find him.
Well, that's a neat little ability.
But I need time.
Like Izzy said at the start, but you completely ignored her.
I'm not sure.
I hope we see Alicante soon, like properly. Oh, there you go. They're not going to come through. About Sebastian that touched Valentine's shoulder, took him somewhere else. Oh, I see. Sebastian got Duncan to
I did as you asked. I brought Valentine here.
Snake.
Please, let my family go.
How could he be so likable and yet so evil?
What do you want from me?
What the fuck? That was a really good episode. Trying to get over that ending. Fucking hell. So like I said, I'm glad Simon had his own plot aside from just moping about. And that was all really cool. I like that Luke and Raphael did step up and help him in the end. Claire was kind of annoying that she didn't listen to Isabel right at the start of the episode, because that was literally what Simon said he wanted at the end. But I'm still hopeful that that's the end of their romance. And, you know, they move on to better relationships. I really, really liked the scene with Magnus and Alec when Magnus opened up and told her about his memory. I thought it would have a bit more of a focus in the episode than it did, but that scene was still really nice. And I'm always thankful when we find out more and more about Magnus, so hopefully that's just the beginning of us learning a bit more about him. So meeting Aileen was great as well. I'm sure we'll see her again pretty soon, so that'd be great. I also like seeing Alicante, albeit very briefly, but it looks pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get to actually have like an episode or two there at some point. I think my favourite part of the episode was Sebastian. Will Tudor was phenomenal, as he always is, in the role. I mean, real Sebastian was a moron, got himself killed. But, you know, that was always going to happen. And I just love how manipulative and vindictive Simon? Oh fuck, no, not Simon. Sebastian can be. All the characters beginning with S. So yeah, I'm really liking Sebastian. He's a really effective villain. I prefer him to Valentine as a villain. I do in the books as well. But it'd be interesting in seeing where they go with Valentine and Sebastian now together, and that big reveal at the end. What the fuck was that? He's like proper all fucked up and burnt and shit. I'm guessing that's their way of keeping Will Tudor on the show and allowing him to play both Sebastian and Jonathan. Because obviously we saw at the end, he called Valentine father, he is Clary's brother. That's probably the reason why they've done that, but that's a very strange turn from the books. I get that the show wants to be the same thing, but they don't have to change absolutely everything. It does seem very weird that it changed so much unnecessarily. But I suppose if it's a way of keeping Will Tudor on the show and not having to get another actor to play the real Sebastian or the real Jonathan, I guess they can accept it. I'm going to have to see where they go with this, because that's very different from what I was expecting the reveal of Jonathan to be. That was very weird, and I'm sure we'll get an explanation for why he looks like that. But yeah, really good episode, really enjoyed it. Only 5 left of the season now, which is crazy. But that ending has got me very excited to see where they're going to go with Sebastian. Definitely starting to feel like this season's starting to like wrap up and build towards a big climax. So I look forward to seeing what that is. Thanks for watching.